Hello and welcome to the Street Crime UK YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Today we take a look at the case of a suburban housewife with a sordid double life who had been jailed for her role in a Breaking Bad style plot to smuggle £1 million of crystal meth into the UK. Paola Morris, who was 42, who had also worked as an escort, plotted to sneak the drug into Britain disguised in bags of coffee and children's Mexican wrestling dolls made of plastic. The mum of one from posh Malmesbury in Wiltshire was arrested after eagle-eyed border force agents spotted a suspicious package at Stansted Airport in Essex last year in January and tracked it to an address linked to her. Last month, her husband, David Morris, who was 48, also admitted a charge of assisting an offender at Swindon Crown Court in relation to the case. He had disposed of a package that had been received by Paola in February. Incredibly, it is believed the drug could have been linked to a shadowy Mexican crime cartel operating across South America, although it is unknown if they were due for distribution on British streets or were set to be dispatched to Europe. The court heard how Paola claimed to detectives she had made the contacts during her time as an escort, where some of her clients were involved in the importation of drugs. A London-based gang member, who was believed to be the intended recipient of the drugs, Paolo Matos, who was 35, fled his Battersea flat back to Mexico last year. He is wanted by the UK and Italian authorities. At Swindon Crown Court, Judge Jason Taylor told Mrs. Morris, "You were the glue that bound the countries together. You had contact with several people in Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, as well as others. You even asked two of those contacts whether they had ever thought about setting something up serious in Europe. I find you were an integral part of this chain of supply. You aspired and dreamt of large-scale imports and doing great things. If this operation hasn't been caught in its infancy, that's direction it would have been headed in. You were if not the major driving force." The judge described Mrs. Morris as a quick-witted, canny and manipulative, but acknowledged that she had not made the money that she was expecting from her offending. "Foolish, naive and hapless criminals can still be highly culpable," said Judge Taylor. Paola was jailed for 6 years and 4 months, while her husband, a self-employed gardener and removal man, was handed a suspended sentence for disposing a bag which he believed to be connected to his wife's criminal activity. He received a 9-month sentence, suspended for 18 months, and was ordered to carry out unpaid work. Reacting to the sentence, Detective Inspector Adrian Hawkins of the South West Regional Organised Crime Unit said, "Mrs. Morris was clearly heavily involved in the potential lucrative plot to smuggle large amounts of Class A drugs into the UK on behalf of a Mexican organised crime group. The work colleagues at the border force and our team has ensured that their network was disrupted and that the sentences handed down today show that playing part in any such plot has very serious consequences." Thank you for joining us today. What are your opinions on the crimes committed by Miss Morris? Do you think a sentence of 6 years 4 months was too harsh or not harsh enough? Also, what are your opinions on her husband's sentence of 9 months suspended? Do you believe that was too harsh or not harsh enough? Please let us know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like and share, and if you're new to the channel and want to see more Street Crime UK content, hit subscribe and press that bell so you can join us on the next video. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, stay safe.